Hi everyone, this is Codeforces Round 832 Day 2, and this is the first problem that is two groups. So let's understand the problem. So they are telling that you are given an array A consisting of n integers. You want to distribute the n integers into two groups S1 and S2. Each of the groups can be empty. So first let's write what they did. So they told we have like n integers. Let's randomly say we have like 1450. Can it have a negative integer? Let's see the constraints. The second line contains n integers. Okay, we have negative integers as well. So we'll write like -8, -1, -3. So we have n integers here. And they're also telling that we have two groups S1 and S2. That is, S1 group is there and S2 group is there. And they very well mentioned that each of any group can be empty as well. Now, first condition, for each number goes into exactly one group. That means what? So that means whatever be the number they give, it should belong to exactly one group. That is S1, 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 or it can go to S2 as well. No problem. But no number should be left open. Everything should be splitted S1 or S2. Now they are telling that the value mod sum of S1 minus mod sum of S2 is the maximum possible among all such ways to distribute the integers. So sum S1 denotes the sum of numbers. So once you distribute these numbers into certain buckets, that is S1 and S2, you have to convert it into the sum of it. And once you put into S2, you have to convert it into the sum of it. So let's say 145 I'm putting in S1 bucket. If I put 145, this will mix together. And what is the sum? 5, 9, 10. Okay. And 0 plus -8 -1 -3. I am assuming that this we are putting into S2. Okay. So -8 -9 10 11 12. This is -12. So they are telling that uh, sum of S1, that is mod sum of S1, that is 10, minus mod sum of S2 should be maximum. So mod minus 12 is what? Simply 12 only, 10 minus 12 is what? -2. Okay. So this is what they are telling. We just assumed it, and we understood the problem. Now this statement, this one should be maximized. How? Now, logically speaking, since a mod is there here, it is always positive, right? So it doesn't make sense to put a positive number and a negative number in the same bucket. That is 5 minus 8, we don't have to put like that. It will be -3, mod of -3 will be 3. But if you put -8 here, mod of -8 is 8. So what we have to do is we put all the negative numbers in one bucket and all the positive numbers in another bucket. So there can also be a confusion like what if all the numbers are positive? They specifically told that any of the bucket can be empty as well. If a bucket is empty, we can say that the bucket's value is 0. So you understood, right? The positive numbers should be on one bucket and negative numbers should be on one bucket. When you put a negative number, because of modulus, the number converts it to a positive number. Now, they told that mod sum of S1 minus mod sum of S2 should be maximum. How do we know it? That means what? Maximum means the value of this should be greater than the value of S2. Do I make sense? Right? Okay. Now, how do I know which is maximum? We don't have to know it at all. Suppose in this case, if you see, S1 is 10 and S2 is 12. Okay, -12, it becomes mod. It is -2. But what if I put negative numbers in S1 and positive numbers in S2? It becomes that is -12. It becomes mod 12. -12 will become 12 minus 10. That is 2. So we have to consider out of two possibilities, we have to put negative numbers in the first bucket and positive numbers in the second bucket. Now, how do we derive it? Instead of putting mod S1 minus mod S2, you do like whatever we want. We can put positive numbers in any bucket and negative number in any bucket. We simply have to know what is the absolute difference. So it simply means that mod sum of S1 minus mod sum of S2, if it needs to be maximum, what we do, we just see the magnitude, that is absolute value of both of this. That is, generally speaking, it is like mod of sum S1 minus mod of sum S2. That's it. It is very simple. Now, I will let's try to walk through a test case. So here, let's say this is a good example. Minus 9 2 0 0 minus 4. Minus 2 minus 9 0 0. Okay. Minus 9 2 0 0 minus 4. Minus 9 2 0 0 minus 4. So as I told earlier, we'll put all the positive numbers in one bucket. 0 you don't have to consider at all. And minus 9 and minus 4 in another bucket, that is S1, and this is S2. 4 plus 9 is what? Minus 13. So we take the modulus, that is 2 minus mod of minus 13 is what? 13. What is 2 minus 13? 11. Minus 11. As I told you, it can be the case that a negative number can be on the first bucket and the positive number can be on the second bucket. It can be 13 minus 2 as well. So we simply have to take modulus of minus 11, that is 11. So if you see, the answer is 11. Now let's quickly see how do we code it. So they told we have the numbers, right? First n will be there, and then all the integers they are giving. We don't need to store the integers. I'll show you. So we take the integers, and we take a val by which we are taking the scene, and s1 through which we are taking the sum, and s2 through which we take the negative sum. Okay. For ll I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and you take cn of val, and if the val is a positive number, you simply increment h1 plus equal to val, else what? h2 plus equal to val. H2 stands for negative numbers and h1 stands for positive numbers. Now, as I told earlier, both are modulus, right? Mod of h1 and mod of h2. So h2, even though if it's negative, we have to convert it to positive. So that is h2 equal to, simply multiply it by minus 1 or do absolute, anything is fine. That is h2. Now, it can be the case that h1 is greater, h2 is smaller, s1 is smaller, s2 is greater. We just need the magnitude of it. So we simply do absolute value of h1 minus s2, and we simply put endl. Now let's try to run it. These are the inputs, and it should work. Okay, so we are having some issues here. Let's try to find out. It will be fun. Yes. So we did not assign these values. So S1 should be 0, else it should have taken chunk values 0, 8, 7, 11. So I hope 0, 8, 7, 11 is the value. So let's submit the code, and I'm pretty sure it's accepted because I wrote this in the contest, and let's see, it's accepted. So that's it. So if you have any doubts, drop down in comments. Thank you.